Alright then, we're back. We're back where we belong. On the range. And I am the only one here. It's nice and quiet. 150 balls on the menu. 13 quid, not too bad for London prices, I must say. And this place is irons only, which is exactly what I need. Need to ease myself back in. Don't want to be hitting too hard. Today we're focusing on positioning, so how my body actually is and connection with the ball. So we're going to take it a little slower than normal. We're just going to work through things. We're going to actually warm up a little bit. Going to hit the wedges a bit, and then I'll just progress down the irons, so all the way from 9 down to 3. Give each one a good hit and actually see what the body's feeling like at the moment. It's bloody cold. We're a bit stiff. We ain't been moving much. But we're back. I'm here. Hitting a few balls on the 9 iron. It's going alright. We're averaging 70 yards of flat carry, 80 yards total. You might notice I'm starting to restrict my swing a little bit. So I'm trying to stop myself getting hit. And I'm more trying to keep myself here. I'm trying to improve my connection on the downswing. And then I'll build into that full swing. So I know I'm losing some yards. But I've got to remind myself now that I'm still so new to this sport. So connection comes before yardage. And I'm starting to actually line the club up first, so as you can see. Club head is actually aiming out. I'm slightly behind the ball, so I'm not actually right next to it. Then I'm actually stiffening the arms up so I know I've got the distance in the arm, right? And then I can actually address the ball with my feet. And I'm trying. See this ball slightly centre, maybe slightly closer towards my right. And from here it's about, instead of having my back arched, trying to actually keep it nice and straight so the abs get nice and engaged. And I'm trying to keep my left arm nice and straight so that as I come up, I can still address the ball with my eyes and then come down. And it's got about 70 yards. So I care more about the actual connection with the club right now than I do about getting the full swing. You probably notice as well, I'm not pivoting as much. That will come down the line. Right now, like that. Making it better at actually addressing the ball, lining my shots up, connecting with the club better. I need to get better at connecting and finding that sweet spot instead of towing it or heeling it and sending it left, right, anywhere in the butt, straight. So once again, left first, line up where I fit, fairly straight. Then I'm going to bring that left arm in to lock it nice and straight, right arm in. Then I'm going to start to address the ball properly. So feet planted, back straight, core nice and tight. And we go up, and then down. That's the end of today. Alright, so I still got the range to myself, which is very rare. I'm having a really good session. I'm slowing things down. I'm taking my time when approaching and addressing the ball. I'm actually lining my iron up slightly behind the golf ball. Now that sounds like maybe a little silly, but normally I have it pretty much on the ball. But I'm actually leaving like an inch behind the ball, there's space, and it's working a treat. Thank you, Rick Shields. I'm stiffening out my arms a little bit more. I'm reducing the actual distance I go back on the backswing, and it's slowing my tempo down, so I'm getting a bit of a cadence. I'm actually starting to use the abdominal muscles a lot more, which I should do as a personal trainer anyways, so my back's getting a little bit straighter. I'll show you what I mean very soon. And I'm actually getting pretty good distances without really having to hammer the ball. So like I'm hitting the 7-iron at the moment. Normally about 105 yards. We're averaging 112 yards. That's flat carry. And I think as far as 121. And that's without me really trying to crush the ball. So slowing down that cadence and building a cadence of rhythm to how you're approaching and how you're hitting. Definitely going to serve me well. About halfway through hitting balls so far. Just finished hitting with the 5-iron, so I've got the 4 and 3 left, and the P wedge. We're just having a little look at the shot map, and the consistency is getting a lot better as well by slowing things down. What you can see is that they're all scattered around a pretty good area. So there's very few actual like really wild shots, right? Like that green there is pretty wild. There's a couple just along here. But there's a good spine forming where I'm going slightly off to the right. But for me that's not bad, especially after having a good few weeks out. So yeah, not feeling too bad. Lower back gets a little sore, but you know that's going to happen if you're first starting, especially if you don't work out much. You've got to really learn how to use your abs. Sounds really daft, but you need to know how to contract them properly, keep yourself really rigid, really granite. And that's why you can see that my swing has probably adapted a little bit since the videos you would have seen when I was out playing on the courses, right? Like I'm stiffening my arms out a lot more. And I feel like it's helping me connect a lot better. And I'm getting decent distance without really having to crush the ball. You know, as I start training, as I start hitting the weights again, as I start hitting the range more and more, the distance will come. I'll be able to throw the strength behind it. But right now, I like my back intact. So we're gonna stick with how we're doing it. Also, wildlife shout. There, Foxy. Foxy!